Many salutations to viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, the self-proclaimed keeper of MapleStory lore. There are many who do it, but I am the only one who does it like me. So today, I know I kind of didn't really have a plan of what I was going to do today. I have just been busy all around and all different kinds of stuff, so I didn't have a chance to go looking through what exactly other side stories we could check out. But I did also realize that we have not done in full, at least on stream to my best of my knowledge, the Adele story, or Adele class story in full. Now, I do remember doing this on stream once, but I did the Grand Athenium version. And I'm pretty sure the Grand Athenium version does not include, there are about 5 or 6 other side quests that happen where Adele, or Adelaide is really her name, remembers things that happened leading up to her, where she begins in the story. So yes, I know I have done this class a couple times, but this time I am going to be, being that there's an event going on that I can basically blast through the levels as fast as I would like, I should be able to have the entire story open to us and include those other side quests that are part of her story, so that way we can have a full and complete story. And then for those of you over on YouTube, hello, good morning, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good morning. I am not ignoring you, it's just it takes the time it takes for me to see it, and then the time you actually hear me say good morning, it takes a little bit. Oh, and Pan's over on Twitch with a 5-stream streak. Let's go! Alrighty, so that is what we're going to be checking out today. Adele is a warrior variant. However, they're kind of like a sword, like a sword commander is best I can say it. They have this thing called the ether the ether that they pull their weapons from, and the weapons they have one attack. At least once you get to higher levels, as far as I remember, they have one attack that they use as an attack skill, but then they summon, create, and command like up to 6 other swords that just go flying around the whole map, and it's actually a pretty class. If there is such a thing for a warrior. But yeah, we're going to be checking that out today. And then I'll see if I can do some research and figure out what exactly other side story quests that we have, so that way I can, still do stuff. I do want to get back to that. I needed to research it, and I did not do that. So that is on me. But before we get too much of any further, we are going to need, for those of you on Twitch, we need to take an ad break. So, if you are immune to ads, or if you're watching this over on YouTube, you will see me and my dragon brethren convene and speak of tales and stories and the like. And if you're not, well, you'll be back shortly. So, don't go anywhere. We shall be back after these massages. All right. We appear to be back from the ad break, so let's get into it. Now, this is the Adele splash art. And as you can see, yeah, it looks, to me, Adele looks quite pretty with those, like a deadly kind of pretty, with those swords, like, circling her. Yeah, I got nothing else to say about it. But this Adelaide here, she is actually in the timeline of MapleStory, at least where her story begins. She is actually as old, like almost as old as the Black Mage. So, but she got like removed from the timeline for a while, got stuck in the void, and just got stuck there for a while. So, that is where we're going to kind of picking up. So let's go create ourselves another Adele so we can have the story open to us. Ooh, shiny swords. Okay, so we want to do this. We don't want to... We'll do that. She has black hair. Okay, so let's do the gamer move and see if we can get ourselves a name here. Yes! All right, cool. We got ourselves a name. So, let's do it. Yes. We're going to go default. Yes, okay. All right, here we go. Play from the beginning. We are here for story.
I pledge an oath to my liege in blood.
Well, hold on.
I'll be your blade.
Okay, hold on. I think I did this. I did a wrong thing. I forgot. I gotta up the volumes and stuff that I had from before. So give me a second here. I gotta go onto my main character and like up the game volumes and stuff because you guys can't hear jack crap. Sorry about that. No, this is all content. I'm a professional streamer. No mistakes. It is all content. Okay, so give us a second here. Okay, here we go. All right. Now, let's see if we can try this again and see if it'll begin us from the beginning again. Yes, here we go. All right. From the beginning, and you guys should be able to hear it this time. Let's go.
I pledge an oath to my liege in blood. I shall be your blade, courageous and true. I shall strike down corruption and evil without mercy, never yielding. I will defend you until I breathe my last. Reinforcements should be here soon. We've got to hold on. Until then, we must guard the gate.
Are we all that's left? Ah!
that dream again. Each time I remember less and less. I wonder how much time has passed.
Good question.
Another piece gone. Soon there will be nothing left.
If there's anybody listening, please help me.
A voice.
Please save this place.
Ooh. Ah. Uh-oh.
You've got nowhere to run, you petty thief! Surrender!
You think I'm scared of you? You all call yourselves knights. Yet your only allegiance is to the highest bidder!
That sounds more like mercenaries to me.
I'm trying to play it cool, but this is the worst scrape I've gotten myself into since founding the Uprising. I've got to think. I can't let them catch me now. My friends are depending on me. I don't see any way out of here. If only I had a mighty knight to save me in times like these.
Ah, okay.
Please, someone, anyone, hear my prayer. Please send a knight to save me, to save this kingdom. Huh?
The gentle breeze feels so soft on my skin. Have I finally been freed from my curse?
Oh? Curse, you say?
No. Perhaps this is just a dream. A sweet, beautiful dream. Could all this be an illusion from the void?
A legendary knight? Are you really here to save me? Wow. Your uniform is so cool. I guess the old stories were all true. I can't believe you're really—
Does this man know? This boy? Does he know me? After all this time in the dark, perhaps he can tell me who I am and what's happened to me. Wait. Is he still talking?
would hear my desperate plea. But enough fawning. You're the knight. Hurry up and save me.
Okay, sure.
Save you? But I don't even know you. You're not in any of the few memories I have left. Do we know each other?
What are you talking about? You were summoned here because I made a wish at that fountain. Aren't you here to help me save this kingdom?
I don't know.
Anyway, maybe now's not the best time to discuss this.
What tricks are you up to now, thief? You're not getting away this time! That person who fell out of the sky, is that his accomplice? Lock them both up!
You do realize they're going to arrest you too, don't you? Aren't you gonna do something? I can't let them catch me. Not like this.
Huh?
You who are beloved by the sword, pull forth your blade. Your calling is to protect the crown.
Pull
Okay.
forth my blade. Protect the crown? But I don't have a sword. Pull forth my blade. What is that supposed to mean? Wait. I remember a battlefield. A sword pulled from the ether. Yes, that's it.
Did you just conjure a sword out of thin air? Wait, don't answer that. There's no time! Now's our chance to run! Follow me!
Ugh, what are you just laying around for? Go after them!
I'm laying here because my leg gun almost got cut off.
He couldn't have gotten far. Search everywhere.
Stupid guards. You've done enough. Get lost. Petty thief. What? That's what those men called you. Why not just turn yourself in and pay for your sins? You can't spend the rest of your life running from the law. You don't understand. You haven't heard my side of the story. Anyways, I can't afford to get caught right now. When we get out of this, I'll tell you everything. All I'm asking is for you to trust me until then. I mean, it's not like you want to get arrested with me, right? Those men did seem to think I was his accomplice. Letting them catch me could only lead to trouble. Besides, my memories are all a haze right now. Yeah, at this rate, I'll never make it in time. I've got places to be. I can't just sit around waiting for them to leave. I guess I'll just have to create a diversion. Diversion? I'll draw their attention away. On the count of 3, let's make a run for it. Our odds of escaping capture are better if we split up. Besides, I've got something urgent to take care of. Well, I suppose. All right, one distraction coming up. Oh, but first, can we meet back up after we've lost them? There's something important I need to talk to you about. This isn't exactly the best place to chat. We can have a proper introduction when we meet back up. Anyways, come find me at that fountain at the bell's 5th toll. The boy pulls out a coin and tosses it toward the guard. The coin hits the guard and rolls slowly forward before into the... coin hits the ground and rolls slowly forward before running into the guard's foot.
Ah, he's over there!
Until we meet next, my legendary knight. 1, 2, 3. I suppose I have no choice but to run as well. All right, so let's see. Do we have... Yes, we can. Okay, we need to do this because if I don't do this, we're going to have a little bit more issues with stuff. So talk about an opener. Let go from prison and you're almost getting ready to be put back in prison. Talk about having a bad day. Actually, no, we need to reverse this. There. Okay. Let's see. No. Okay, we'll put you here. And put you here. Alright. Cool. Everything is back to normal now. So, oh, and by the way, I'm sorry I can't read your name on the YouTube chat, but hello, welcome, welcome. I hope you're having at least a mildly entertaining time, and I hope you enjoy what you see from here on out. All right, let's go! This should be far enough away, but what a strange turn of events. What was that all about? And where is this place? I remember hearing a voice coming from the sculpture in the fountain. It seemed to know things about me. Maybe I should try to remember what it was saying. All right, let's go. The veil shrouding your memories will soon be pulled aside. But alongside this revelation will come hardship. I feel as though a well of strength has emerged from the depths of my soul. Could that voice be responsible? I still feel much weaker than I should be. Is it because I was trapped in the void for so long? It may take quite a while before I fully recovered. What's this in my pocket? Ah, I bet this will be of great use in battle. Alright, cool. So we got basically the basics out of the way. So then, yes, we got the strength going. Alright, cool. And this is the double jump, so we're going to put a couple points in that. And then we're going to use this, which is our main attack skill. Okay. So then we're going to put this over here, like so. Ha ha ha! There we go! We have ourselves an Aether Sword! We only got one swing, but, you know, should be enough. Alright, let's... What's this? We'll get rid of it. We'll do that later. Alright. Let's go! If they haven't found me by now, it should be safe to move about. At least as soon as I found my bearings. So much has happened all at once. I feel dizzy. I was trapped in the darkness of the void for so long, I can hardly recall anything except glimpses of a battle. I was supposed to protect someone, but who? I remember raising my blade and being spattered with Flora blood. I also recall feeling helpless, unable to spread the red wings that are my people's birthright. I wonder, just what has happened to me? And now I find myself in an unfamiliar city, my memories scattered, swept up in the schemes of some petty thief. I should just walk away. But that boy, he seemed to know me. It'll be hours before we're supposed to meet up. I need answers now. I saw which way the boy went. Perhaps I should go after him? Okay. Let's go! I know the house was around here somewhere. There! That's the place! Ha! Things didn't go exactly as planned, but it was a productive day. I even met a legendary knight. I'm closer to fulfilling my vision than ever before. That fool. I suppose I have no choice but to save him. Phew, that was a close one. I thought I was dead. I can't believe a rope just fell out of the sky. There's no denying it. I was born lucky. The boy skillfully picks the lock in the window and climbs inside. A faint rustling can be heard from inside. So he came to this house to rob it. Then he is little more than a petty thief after all. He was probably lying about recognizing me too. Best to cut ties now before getting any further involved. Haha! Another successful mission! We're one step closer to creating We're one step closer to I can't talk all of a sudden. I hate when that happens. We're one step closer to creating a more just Ristonia. So you are the petty thief they claim. Oh, so you are the petty thief they claim. Huh? What do you have to say for yourself,
Jerome!
it's you. We were supposed to meet up in the town square later. Did you follow me here? And I wasn't stealing anything. I'm not a thief. I'm just here to return something that was unjustly taken to its proper owner. I honestly don't care what you are. Just tell me everything that you know about me.
Oh my goodness! Our family heirloom!
Look, I know how this looks. But I'm telling you, I'm not a thief.
Someone returned our stolen heirloom! I don't know who did this, but thank you! Thank you so much!
Stolen family heirloom? Yes, their family heirloom was stolen by corrupt nobles. Now do you believe me? I told you I had something important to discuss with you when we met, right? I wanted to ask you to serve as my knight. Your knight? Yes, a knight to protect me from harm. Yes, a knight from. Yes, a knight to protect me from harm during my ongoing mission to return what was stolen from the people. And if you guys didn't know, yes, this is a regular part of voice acting. You do a line, you mess it up, you try it again, you mess it up, and then eventually you get it right. To return the rule of justice to Restonia. And one day Anyways, in order to make my dream a reality, I'll require the services of an exceptional knight, because I'm going up against the entire noble class of this kingdom. AF Doll, welcome over on YouTube. Thank you very much. I don't have time to get involved in other people's business. I must discover who I am and why I ended up here. You mean you've lost your memories? More or less. In that case, I'll do my best to help you. But if you're going to recover your memories, you're going to have to travel around the city looking for clues, right? So why not do some good in the meantime and help me drive out the corrupt nobles who are bleeding this city dry? It's been almost 10 years since the nobles took over. When the king passed away and the royal family collapsed, they swooped in to fill the power vacuum. They've been in charge ever since. They've lived in opulence while exploiting the people of this city and to the edge of ruin. They've levied higher and higher taxes while slashing wages and protections for the laborers who serve their businesses. The people are desperate. But you can change all that. Your skill with the sword is unparalleled. You must be the legendary knight I've been praying for. Listen, boy, you saw her swing once. That's it. Just because you see her swing once doesn't mean, oh, your skill must be great. Anybody can swing once. Legendary knight. As the story goes, it was the legendary knights who legitimized the king's claim to power. Without their might, he was just a man. It's a pretty famous tale around here. I'll tell you more about it later. For now, why don't we stop by the fountain? It's on the way back to our hideout. Yep, let's go. I haven't agreed to anything. Do you think that if you just keep making requests, I'll do as you ask? That depends. Is it working? But seriously, I'll make it worth your while. I do have money. Enough to hire a knight even of your caliber. You're ridiculous. So that's a yes, right? I mean, what else have you got going on? Why don't you tell me about yourself on the way there? Oh, since we're going back there, we should probably disguise ourselves. so we don't get caught. Good idea.
And that's as much as I can remember. A battle against other flora. Fighting alongside my fellow knights. It all seems a lifetime ago.
That's it? Nothing else? I'll make some inquiries. I have some friends who are masters of investigation.
It's a better plan than interrogating strangers in the streets.
Hey, you still awake over there?
Huh?
Everything okay? You've been pretty quiet for a while.
Well, I think you would be pretty quiet too if you had found yourself in a dark place for years upon years. I mean, for a long time, as far as you know. And then suddenly you're now in a place you don't recognize, having a boy asking you to protect him, and you have no idea who you are. I would be pretty quiet too, trying to figure this all out.
It's nothing.
Anyways, while you're helping me with my mission, I'll do whatever I can to help you recover your memories. That's a fair trade, right?
I will assist you, but only until I recover my memories.
Are you really so cold? You have the power to save this whole kingdom. Oh, that's right. I've been meaning to give you this. It's seen a bit of wear over the years, but it's a family heirloom. Consider it collateral for your help. It's a knight's token. If you decide you can't trust me, then sell it. It'll fetch you a handsome sum.
The pendant's lost its luster over the years, but it seems like a priceless artifact. Very well.
Say, I just realized I never asked you your name. I'll have to call you something if I'm going to appoint you my knight.
Oh, here we go.
What is your name?
Adelaide.
I will have to admit, I know it's getting shortened down to Adele here in a little while, but I prefer Adelaide. It just sounds so much cooler.
Adelaide. That's a really cool name, but it's a bit long to shout out in the middle of an emergency. I know. I'll call you Adele.
You most certainly will not.
Lighten up a little. Adele's a great name. Besides, you can use my nickname too. My name's also kinda long, so my friends just call me Jerome. You can too.
You're awfully talkative.
And you're pretty reserved. Oh, this is it! The perfect moment for a pledge between a lord and his knight. Okay then. I swear upon this, the fountain that brought us together, that I'll only use your power for the noble purpose of saving this kingdom!
Well, I've already accepted his knight's token as collateral. I suppose there's no harm in letting this play out until I've learned my way around the kingdom. Unless I ended up here, of all places, entirely by coincidence, there must be some trace of my past here.
I guess that officially makes you my knight. I look forward to working with you. Now, allow me to be the first to officially welcome you to Restonia, Grandis's capital of art and culture. Let's work together to save the kingdom! The guards should have had their shift changed by now. We shouldn't need to disguise ourselves anymore. Here, I'll take the robes back.
And for those of you eagle-eyed watchers, this is the same fountain that was featured in the Ren storyline. Like when Ren and Saya were saying goodbye. Like that whole memory sequence of them traveling around the world. This is the fountain where they stopped. Where Saya says, "Who is more divine, me or the fountain?" This is the fountain right here. So I can only assume, based on that, that the Ren storyline, at least leading up to the beginning of the storyline, happens before Adele is freed. Either before or shortly after. Because, at least in that little movie, there is no appearance of Adele or anybody else who is a part of this storyline here. But yeah, this fountain right here in the Ren storyline is the fountain in that little, like, playback of memories. Which I am still working on the part 2 of the Ren storyline, so don't worry, it is coming. Alright, Jerome, what you got? Someday, I will save all of Restonia. Alright, next stop, the Uprising's hideout. The way there, though, is the back alleys. No, the way there is through the back alleys. There's one hitch. The way isn't exactly what you'd call safe. You'd better take out the back alley cats to clear a path. They've gone a bit feral from hunger. Be careful, okay? Whee! Oh, we got a level up. Yay! So we'll put some more into this. Yay, I believe this is a master. Yes, master level 5. Sweet! Alright, cool. Let's go! This is a pretty city. Alright, okay. Okay, we do have a vertical jump. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. Uh-oh. Skill lag. Oh, we're beating up kitty cats. No! Meow! There's a Ren sword. Okay. Cool. So, Jerome, I've defeated the cats. Let's go. All right, he's not an NPC. He's technically an android at this point, connected to me. All right, let's go. I think the path to the hideout should be clear now. Ready to move out? Let's go. It's not much, but the view is pretty good. I was going to offer you a hand up. That's not necessary. Right. So even though he says she's his knight, to some degree, he still sees her as a woman. Okay. Hey, Jerome! Whoa! Who's that intimidating-looking warrior? As of today, my new knight. Whoa! Nice to meet you. It's going to be nice having somebody so tough on the team. Anyways, I was just wrapping up my route. I'll be starting a new one tomorrow. Good work today. I'll see you tomorrow. When we're done, the whole kingdom will know of the Count's evil. Yeah, about that. Jerome, it seems somebody's been tearing down our flyers. Also, security's been beefed up at the court's palace. We've got to be careful going forward. Don't worry. I have a legendary knight by my side. These revolutionaries have gathered here voluntarily for the good of the kingdom. Together, we punish the nobility and aid the people they've exploited. Is he serious? He's never going to change the kingdom with such a small ragtag militia. Whee! Oh, he's right. The view's pretty good. Way back there. Jerome's big plan. Now, I'll fill you in on the plan. There's a lot to go through, So let me know when you're ready.
All right, let's go!
So tell me about this plan of yours. My ultimate goal is to become the king of Estonia. When I'm done, the city will be a wonderful place to live, just as it once was. That's quite the dream you've got. To achieve this, I intend to eliminate the nobles whose greed is destroying the kingdom and tyrannizing the people. Our main target is Count Cedric. Before the royal family collapsed, Cedric was low-ranking royalty, but now he's the most powerful of the nobles. He doesn't care about the people of Estonia in the slightest. All that matters to him is indulging his lavish lifestyle. Even at a time when a kingdom is in economic upheaval, the people are struggling to make ends meet. Look out! Huh?
Boo!
I can't go that high right now. My voice is not very warm. Boo, you're back! You were gone for so long, I was starting to get worried. You can't just disappear without saying anything like that, Boo. Boo? Oh, this is Boo, my partner in justice. He possesses a unique ability to transform into different kinds of objects. Boo, transform into a hat for me.
Boo!
He also possesses the unique ability of doing whatever he wants. In any case, you'll quickly see that he's very helpful to have around. This little guy's done a lot for me. Boo, this is Adele. I hope you two get along.
Boo!
With Boo returning and you're joining our quest, I think it's only fitting we raise our glass to our new enterprise.
Boo-boo!
I'd rather not make a fuss. Hey, don't be such a sad shroom. We should enjoy ourselves today. Starting tomorrow, all our time will be devoted toward investigating the Count. We've got to celebrate the little victories while I can. I'll pass, it's getting late. This partnership is off to a rocky start. Meanwhile, at the Count's residence...
Oh, heavens. Why do you torment me?
I already don't like him.
Is it because I'm far too beautiful for this world that you would have me leave it before my time? Very well. Then I'll gladly join the stars that dazzle the night sky.
Rednecks! Welcome, welcome. How are you doing this morning?
I was born a radiant flower, but my life was but a parched desert.
Are you nearly finished with this little performance of yours? As I've told you, there's much to be done.
Those trivial matters don't suit me. I trust you to take care of them on your own.
Yes, I've taken care of the trivial matters by staying up all night. I'm afraid this particular matter can only be addressed by you personally, Mr. Cedric.
Aha! Finally, we get the noble to actually do something. It's all good, Rednecks. Glad you're here to catch the tail, though.
I need your signature on this document.
I'm so sick and tired of this.
By the by, I've searched at great lengths to find the paintings you've been looking for, and I'm happy to report I've managed to acquire 3 of the pieces. However, I'm afraid the whereabouts of the rest will be much more difficult to track down.
Then I suppose I'll have no choice but to wait. But we must find all of them.
Whatever it takes. You're up to the challenge, aren't you, Simon?
Of course, Mr. Cedric.
There was a lot of pain in that, of course.
You are, without a doubt, my most competent servant. What now?
Forgive the intrusion. We have urgent news for the Count. While chasing down a petty thief, our men encountered a very suspicious individual in the town square. In a sudden flash of light, they struck down a handful of our guards. It was as though their sword was dancing through the air. In any case, this individual is clearly incredibly skilled.
It was one swing, buddy. Seriously.
A dancing sword?
There's something else. They were wearing some kind of knight's uniform, but certainly not one from our kingdom. I have to say, the way they wielded the sword was beautiful. We were absolutely mesmerized.
That picture will do it. That picture right there, yeah, I'd say it would do it to me too.
And where are they now, this mystery knight?
Well, I'm very sorry, sir. It was a very close chase, but they managed to get away.
All right. You may go. A master swordsman suddenly appearing out of nowhere? Who else could they be but the legendary knight I've been dreaming of?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Simon, look into this knight for me. Report back as soon as you've learned anything.
Yes, sir.
I finally found them. A knight befitting my greatness. Soon, oh so very soon, I will have a new guardian and protector. Oh, gallant knight, why have you only now revealed yourself? This long wait you've put me through, was it a test?
Ah, there he goes again. I really ought to quit this job.
The next day, at the Fountain Square, it seemed like you were sitting in that same spot all through the night. Did you get any sleep? It is the position I am most comfortable sleeping in. What is that strange device? Is it used to conjure spells? Or perhaps it's a weapon of some sort. I'd better investigate. Adele! Stand back. It could be an explosive. Huh? Adele, that's just an instrument. You can use it to play music. Have you never really seen one before? An instrument. Yeah, poor butler.
I really need to quit this job.
All right. Well, I guess you've got to do more adjusting to modern life than I thought. Don't worry. Help me carry out my missions, and you'll be acclimated in no time. But maybe running into these musicians is an opportunity in disguise. They might be able to provide some news about Count Cedric. You hope to gain information from street performers. In Restonia, it's said that if you want to hear the latest gossip, you only need to listen to the music on the streets. Perhaps we can learn something useful about the Count by listening to them play. It seems like they finished setting up, but they're not playing anything. I wonder what's wrong. The boy slowly approaches the street musicians and stands just within earshot. After eavesdropping on their conversation for several moments, he returns. It seems like they've lost their motivation because they haven't been getting any tips. Not surprising, since the people walking the streets have been taxed dry. A few silver should put them in a more musical mood. I'm afraid my own pockets are empty too. I suppose we'll have to scrounge up some coin nearby to tip them with. The town square pots on Art Street 2 love to pick up shiny objects they find in the streets. We should be able to scare up 5 Restonian silvers to give to the musicians by breaking a few. TK Talks, number 164,838,773, or 373. I'll be back. Wait here. You'll need someone to show you the way. I'll come with you. I think I can manage to find my way there on my own. After all, I'm not the sort of person who stumbles while climbing up a wall. What? You saw that? Huh? Yes, the whole embarrassing affair. I'll be back. So, while we're doing this, and action! On this storyline overall, I am surprised that even from the original Korean MapleStory, I'm surprised they didn't go full on for it and try to make a romance into things. Okay. Oh, we gotta take out some more pots. There we go. Oh, we got some gloves. Nice, 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 nice. Oh boy. That was loud. Sorry. You're already back? You're pretty fast, Adele. Adele, I'm lucky to have you as my knight. You drop the silver coins into the tip jar beside the musicians, and their faces light up. It looks like they're about to start playing. Boo-boo! The street musician's song. A city of culture doomed to decay. Oh, poor and sweet Restonia. Where is the one who will rescue this place? Not at the home of the Count. His lordship fusses o'er arts festivals, while the people toil just for bread. Pray send a hero to save us this pain, O poor sweet Restonia. I would try to sing it, but I'm not really extremely musically inclined. Arts Festival. The Royal Arts Festival is an event where artworks from all across Grandis are exhibited. It's a practice that goes back long before I was born, and is hosted by the kingdom every autumn. And of course, the highlight of the entire festival is the artwork presented by the Restonia's royal family. Or by Restonia's royal family. Over the years, the festival has had an immense impact on the artistic world of Grandis. However, with the royal family gone and the Count in power, he's the one in charge of the festival. He's sparing no expense for a grand celebration while the kingdom collapses around him. But why? Need some water in my throat. Is he just trying to show off? Or does he have some ulterior motive for hosting the festival? And by the way, if we do get far enough into the story today, I will admit, I'm kind of disappointed, especially with the way the class is originally set up. The Adele class is originally set up as a female. I'm kind of disappointed they didn't hint a little bit, or even attempt more of a romance kind of thing. I thought it would have been pretty cool. I think that's where we're going to learn from gossip about the nobility. We should pursue other sources. Oh, I think that's all we're going to learn from gossip about the nobility. We should pursue other sources of intelligence. Adele, do you, happen to know what newspapers are? Well, they're basically bundles of paper documents about this big. They're distributed throughout the kingdom, and they chronicle at all the latest happenings to keep the people informed. I understand what he's saying, but I think I'll let him keep going. His flustered gesticulations are quite entertaining. Aww, he's getting a crush on her. At least this is what my interpretation of it is. So, does that all make sense? Oh, did I say something funny? So you're saying these newspapers should provide us insight into the Count's dealings? Don't try to change the subject. What were you laughing at? Oh, I just had a tickle in my throat. Okay, whatever. Whatever the reason, it's nice to hear you laugh. Now, back to business. So, like I explained, let's see what we can learn from the local newspapers. I'd like you to gather several issues from the Restonian Dispatch for us. You should be able to acquire issues of the Restonian Dispatch from the monstrous news machines on Art Street 4. I think 5 copies should be enough. Alright, let's go! Hello? Yep. Sorry for the level up noise there. Alright, let's go! We got our newspapers. Let's go back to Jerome. Oh, speaking of, I forgot. I gotta put those points in. Oh, let's, yes, okay, yes, we want this. We definitely want this. It's kind of a passive skill that activates on its own every now and again, and it sends out these little, like, boomerang-looking swords that help you with the hunting and stuff. It's pretty cool. You hand the newspapers to Jerome, who leafs through them carefully before speaking. It's all unflinchingly positive propaganda for the Count. They don't mention a single thing he's done wrong. I guess we can't trust the news writers when they know their bread is buttered. I guess we can't trust the news writers when they know where their bread is buttered. Boo-boo! Still, I did find something interesting. Adele, did you see this? Ad. Seeking old painting. Artist, unknown. Year, unknown. Identifying traits, gold markings on back side. Payment, 100 Restonian guilders. Ooh. So we did some silvers. So if this still follows this kind of like the same like D&D stuff, 10 silvers make up a gold. So, and also, like in the D&D stuff, the average person lives off like a silver, maybe even 2 silvers a month. So, for 100 guilders, that's probably like 10,000 times more money than most people have seen in their lifetime. For inquiries, send post to 1156 Harold's Way in Rustonia. This ad stood out to me. The author doesn't disclose their identity, and the way they describe the painting is quite unusual. They only describe the backside of the painting. It'd be reasonable to assume that means they don't know what the front of the painting looks like. Either that or they don't care. Who in their right mind would pay this much for a painting when they don't even know what it looks like? And that's not all. The address that's written on the ad belongs to Cedric's old residence. The general public wouldn't be able to trace this back to him. Hiding his identity to purchase a painting, it's not the sort of thing someone in his position should feel the need to cover up. Something is fishy about this. Alrighty, so we have an ad break coming up. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and let the ad break go through. For those of you who are immune to ads, you're going to see me convene with my dragon brethren while we discuss tales and stories and the like, as well as for those of you on YouTube. And then if you're not immune to ads, well, you'll be back shortly and you can tell me you've been put into ad jail. So don't go anywhere. We shall be back after these massages. Alrighty, we are back to it. Come back from ad. And we learn of an art show and that it's possibly Cedric who is putting on said show. So this Cedric character, he is looking for something very specific. So let's continue on. Let's go. I have some acquaintances who might know more about this painting. I'll have to reach out to them. In the meantime, why don't you explore the city? I'll see you at the hideout later then. Let's meet back up at the bell's 5th toll. Boo, please show Adele around.
Boo! Boo? Boo!
Are you trying to tell me you want me to follow you?
Boo! Boo! Boo!
Boo, we've got to be back soon. Boo, wait! Where are you going?
What? The jerk just tore down a flyer criticizing the Count! Hold it right there, buddy! What do you think you're doing?
Blast! I've been spotted!
Oh, no.
My name is Cedric, Count of Ristonia. I possess both beauty and power unparalleled by any in the land. I am the greatest man in the kingdom.
You know who now that I'm doing this again, you know who I am making a comparison to? Jack Horner from Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. That's who it kind of reminds me of.
So why, you may ask, am I being chased by dirty hoodlums in the street?
Hey, you! Why did you tear down that flyer? Are you one of the Count's bootlickers?
The reason I'm reviled, the reason they mock me, no matter how I look at it, there's only one explanation. They are simply jealous of my extraordinary beauty.
I don't think that's it, buddy.
They say the world lays its greatest troubles upon those most capable. Well, I've overcome countless obstacles, and yet, still I must bear the pain of their toxic envy. Ah, those not possessed of wealth, fame, or beauty, they always seem to come up with reasons to criticize me.
How could you support such a greedy, heartless tyrant? Has the Count been fattening you up with his table scraps? Afraid to show your face, eh? Take off that hood!
Where did Boo go?
Get away!
What's going on over there?
Uh-oh.
Who are you? Are you working together? Grab them both!
I don't know what's going on, but I have no intent of getting caught up in another chase. Perhaps I can scare these men off with a few strokes of my blade.
Ooh.
A dancing sword? Could it be? You're the legendary knight! You came to save me? Oh, I've been waiting for this day for so long! But how did you know I was in trouble?
I didn't. I was in the area.
Huh? Oh, is it already time? I'm going to be late.
Wait! You must at least tell me your name! Oh, after so much waiting, I finally met my legendary knight.
There you are. How many times must I warn you not to leave the house alone, sir? Did you come to look at the flyers again?
I can't help but care. They're printing drivel about me.
At the very least, please let me accompany you next time, all right? Thanks to you, there is no end to my work, Mr. Cedric.
You know, actually, listening to this guy right here, I'd have to look him up. I could swear this guy voicing Simon here is the same one who did the voice for Shang Tsung in Mortal Kombat 1.
All right. I'll do as you say. For a legendary knight, you're surprisingly shy. I won't let you run away next time.
I can't handle Cedric. Yeah, whoever did the writing on this one, I will give them pretty good props for making you hate Cedric. Did a pretty good job there. Even the voice actor, too. They did a very good job in making us hate Cedric. Boo, there you are. Adele, you're back!
Boo-boo.
Oh, is this your night?
You're really coming up in the world, boss. Boss? Oh, This is Brooke and Laddie. They help me with my work from time to time. I've asked them not to, but they insist on calling me boss.
Somebody's feeling shy.
Don't be so modest. You're a genuine hero, boss.
Your only flaw is that you keep insisting you'll somehow become king.
Long live the King of Restonia.
Guys, come on. Wonderful. The lunatics are multiplying.
Ouch.
Anyway, this is Brooke and Laddie. They deal in all kinds of difficult-to-acquire goods. I brought them here in hopes they might know something about that painting. I also asked them to look into what you told me about your past. It seems the events you described could only be the Flora Civil War, which happened a very long time ago. I'm afraid it may take some time to learn more. We'll have to comb through a bunch of dusty old manuscripts. Oh, and they did learn something about the painting that the Count's looking for. Do you want to hear about it? Brooke and Laddie will fill you in on the details. Just talk to Brooke when you're ready to listen.
All right, cool. Let's go.
Oh, by the way, they probably got like that Scottish accent kind of going on. So I'm going to attempt that. It's been a while since I've done one, but we'll attempt that.
I'm Jerome's most valuable associate. It's an honor to meet an honest goodness legendary knight. The boss must be pretty amazing to have you in his service. Well, that's enough small talk. Let's get to business. When you hear what we found, you're going to flip. Laddie, lay it on them.
Excuse me?
Right, so I asked around about the boss's painting. A few hours later, I got word from a buddy of mine he knows the location of a painting just like it. The painting's being stored in the basement of an antique store. But what's more, we found the way in.
They intend for us to break into the store? Must we really stoop to criminal acts for the good of the kingdom?
There's just one hitch. You've got to go check it out tonight. The painting's scheduled for sale tomorrow morning.
And that's that. Well, we'll be off now. Good luck, boss.
And don't you worry, your royal knightship. We'll keep digging into your past. Just sit tight, eh?
Right, cool. Coolio! Nope. I'm going to go back to Jerome over here. They're an eccentric bunch, but they're good people. I know some of this may not sit right with you, but everything we're doing is to save the kingdom. If there was another way, I'd take it, but we've got to keep all our options on the table. If I failed in my mission because I wasn't willing to do everything I had to, I'd never be able to forgive myself. I'll do whatever it takes to return the kingdom to the way it used to be, but I understand if you don't feel the same way. So, will you come with me? I can just imagine him, like, holding out his hand, and then Adele just, like, goes to reach, hesitates for a second, and then takes his hand. That's what I imagine happens right there. The desire to protect something at any cost. I don't know why, but it speaks to me. I'll go with you. I'm really happy to hear that.
Boo!
Boo, you'll come with us too? That's great news! Let's head to that antique shop Brooke and Laddie told us about. We'll see just what's so special about this painting the Count is after. Alright, let's go! They said this ladder should lead to the basement. We'll climb down one at a time. Boo and I will go in first. I can't see a thing down here. Boo, could you transform into a lamp or something?
Give me a second here, guys. I have got like a super itch all of a sudden on the back of my shoulder. Oh, there we go.
It's one of those itches that when it hits, it feels like a bug is biting you. All right. So, okay.
Boo boo!
A little boo lamp. Good boy. All right. Wow, got a bunch of antiques in here. Okay, let's check out the painting. This painting is covered in dust. Must have been in storage for a long time. The basement is filled with all manner of artworks, including several paintings. One particular canvas stands out due to the unique design on its back side. Well, there's gold markings on the back. But is this really what the court's looking for? Or what the Count's looking for? You can't even call this a whole painting. It's all torn up. Indeed, the edges of the canvas are awkwardly torn, as though it was ripped by hand from a larger work. A torn painting? But why keep it if it's ruined? Maybe someone intended to reunite it with the rest of the original work in order to see what it was painted on, or what was painted on it. This must be why the Count's ad didn't mention anything about what was on the front of the painting. He may not even know. That's enough investigating for today. It seems to learn more, we'll have to let the Count reassemble the painting. In the meantime, I'll place this tracking device on the back of the canvas. This little device will tell us the painting's location, wherever it ends up. All right, Adele, Boo, let's get a move on. Now that we've finished inspecting the painting, I'll put it back in its frame. Yeesh, it's really dusty in there.
Boo!
It looks like this fell down when Jerome tripped. It looks oddly familiar. An old iron sword. It reminds me of my practice sword. I dimly recall sparring with someone in my youth. Again, faster. Never lower your guard. Aim for their vital points. A practice sword clatters to the floor. The child lay beside it, her eyes wet with tears. I reached out my hand to her. Here, get up. Young lady! The sword instructor called out. Have you forgotten? You mustn't show empathy for your opponent. Focus on the blade. The child got up on her own. She glared at me through the tears in her eyes. Don't be such a show-off. There was venom in her words. But speaking them seemed to hurt her more than me. Adele! Wake up! Adele, are you awake? What happened? And why are you clutching that old sword so tight?
Boo?
You tell Jerome of the memory evoked by the iron sword. I see. You don't look very well. Let's hurry back to the hideout. Here, you can lean on me.
Boo?
A few days later, at the Fountain Square. Okay, so it's a lot of time's gone by. No luck browsing that antique shop or visiting the Royal Archives. At this rate, we're going to end up inspecting every antique and relic in the kingdom. Ever since coming into contact with that iron sword, I've sensed a similar energy lies somewhere close by. Another object that might rekindle my forgotten memories. I'm certain it's somewhere in this kingdom. Wait a second. There's one place we haven't checked yet. Really? Where? The Count's residence. He has a very extravagant lifestyle. His home must be full of collectibles and artifacts. Although, I can't say for sure they'll be old enough to be relevant. But at this point, that's the only place left we can think to look. Besides, we've been looking for a way to drive the Count out, and there's no better place to find it. Oh wow, it's getting late. Let's head back to the hideout. The guys are probably waiting for us.
Welcome back, boss. We just finished looking into what you were asking about.
Cool.
So we learned a lot during our investigation, but I'm not sure where to start.
I know, boss. I know. Boss, why don't you decide?
Well, Adele, which topic do you want to discuss first? Tracking the device's location. Let's go.
So we pinged that tracker you put on the painting. It seems to be located somewhere inside the Count's residence.
Oh, right. All those strange ads about searching for paintings have vanished from the local papers. It seems the Count found all the pieces he was after.
I'm just going to give him a different accent because it's not working. Well, that's one more reason to infiltrate the Count's residence. Good to know. All right. Rumors about the Count's residence.
Everyone knows the Count's residence used to be an outbuilding of the royal palace. They say the king used to store all his cherished artwork, sculptures, and other baubles there. And this might be just a rumor, but apparently the king has constructed a secret treasure vault somewhere inside the residence. Who knows what kind of valuables could be waiting inside?
All right. Let's see how we access said secret passage.
There's a not-so-secret passage located on the west side of town. On the west side of town square that's supposed to lead into the residence. But nobody's ever been able to get it open.
Okay. Well, that's everything, so moving on. All right. I have an idea of how we're going to infiltrate the Count's residence. Give me a minute to think. Ah, we got a level. We got a few levels, actually. Okay. Cool. Okay, Jerome. What you got for us, bub? Let's plan on entering through the secret passageway that Brooke mentioned. As tight as security is at the residence right now, I don't see us getting in any other way without raising an alarm.
The passageway is said to be... The passageway...
Let's see. I'm losing the accent a little bit here.
The passageway is said to be connected to a manhole near the square. But no one's ever managed to open it. Are you sure about this?
If no one's ever made it through the secret passage, that's all the more reason to try it. The Count and his guards will never expect it. Adele, Boo, and I will infiltrate the residence. I have a special assignment for Brooke and Laddie. The trio murmured excitedly amongst themselves for a time, before finally nodding in agreement. For all his childish behavior, it seems there are things Jerome does take seriously.
Leave it to us.
You got it, boss.
We'd better get going before they move the painting somewhere else. Adele, Boo, are you ready to go? Let's go! Great. Let's head to the square. Wake up, Boo. It's time to go.
Pew pew!
All right. All right. You try with all your might to lift the manhole cover, but it doesn't budge an inch. It must open by some other mechanism. Oh wait, there's something inscribed here. Could be some kind of passphrase? The knights pledge to their liege their final breath. Only at that last gasp is their watch ended. Only thence are they carried beyond by the waters of dusk. Ooh. It sounds like a riddle. Knights, water, dusk. Could it be talking about the fountain with the knight statue? It turns on at the same time every day. But if that's the case, we've already missed it. A passage that only opens at a specific time? Unlikely. Below the inscription, there's a raised illustration of the female knight from the fountain. It almost looks as though her spear could be rotated, like the hands on a clock. What if I turned it toward dusk? Whoa, the hatch popped open! I don't know how you figured it out, Adele, but you're amazing! So this is the secret path that leads to the residence, huh? I'm so intrigued! Let's climb down. I'll go first. Would such a filthy passage like this really lead to the court's residence? It has to! Why else the riddle? Besides, this scanner says we're getting close to the tracking device. Oh, look, another passage! The path upward is covered with moss. It could be a slippery climb. I can't even see the top. Seems like a long way to fall. Okay, I just wanted to see if there was a little exploration that could be done. The way forward may be perilous. Stay here. I'll climb up first and let down a rope. Can't I come with you? The terms of our contract may be short, but as long as I am your knight, it's my duty to protect you. Shouldn't be so hard. Climb the wall, let down a rope, and don't slip on the moss. All right, let's go! Do. Ah! Okay. Let's try this again. Ah! No! Dab nabbit. I think I was close to the top there that time. Okay. There we go. Ah, there we go. Ha ha ha. You uncoil a rope from your pack and lower it down the passage. Moments later, the boy has climbed his way to the top. That was a long climb. But now where do we go? Oh, over there, there's another path. Boo! Ooh, fancy. What? This place is full of monsters. I think we can avoid them if we go this way. This corridor was clearly in use, once upon a time, but it seems long forgotten now. No one's been through here in years besides us and the monsters. But where exactly are we? Based on the strength of the tracking signal, I think we're right below the residence. These secret passages must have been built for the royal family and their servants long ago. The entrance to the residence must be somewhere around here, right? But I don't see a way out of here. Could it be that my scanner is broken? Wait, those brambles over there seem to be covering doors. If I clear them out, I could cut them down with my blade, but Jerome might be injured by the flying debris. There must be a safer method. Jerome, where are you, buddy? There we go. All right, let me get a little more water in my body. Okay. You tell Jerome about the hidden doors and suggest starting a fire to burn them away from the blockage. It's a shame that the brazier's too high to reach. I'll go find another source of ignition. I shouldn't be long. Wait here. This place gives me the creeps. Please hurry back, Adele. Boo! If something happens, just shout. I saw those torchlighter monsters in Underground Passage 1. I'll come back here after I've gathered some small embers. How can he be so bold in some situations, and such a child in others? I'll never understand that boy. Okay, so let me see. Is that an on-off skill? No, it's one that I have to manually press. Okay. Alright, cool. So I probably need to put it on a different button, so that way I can make use of it. For the moment, anyways. Alright. So, being that we have a little time here to chat, how was everybody's 4th of July? At least for those of my US audience. How was your 4th of July? Ah! Oof. Level 20! Okay, cool. You throw the flames at the brambles, and they instantly catch fire. In seconds, they are reduced to ash, revealing the 3 doors that stood behind them. Which of these doors do you think leads to the residence? Oh, the middle door is locked. It looks like there are not 1, but 2 keyholes. Let's try the other 2 doors first. Loud and barky. Okay, okay. And rainy week in Finland. Oh boy. This place gives me the creeps. But which should we start with? I have a good feeling about the door to the left. Alright, let's go! Huh. There's a bunch of old chests in here. It'd be great if the keys to that door were in one. But maybe we'll find an artifact that will trigger one of your memories. Well, my intuition isn't always right. Ah! Monsters! There we go. Phew, I think that's the last of them. Wait a second. There's something else at the bottom of the chest. It's... Gee! It must have been hiding under that pile of bats. Do you think this is really for the door? Then maybe the second key is in the room to the right. It would be optimistic and optimal. Let's go check out the room to the right. Then, maybe we'll get lucky. Great, let's open the door to the right.
Boo-boo!
Aha! Ah! There are chests in here too. I feel like I'm developing a chest phobia. He's afraid of mimics, as are all D&D players.
Boo!
Well, it's not moving. It's probably safe, right? My intuition tells me the second key is in one of these chests. This room is pretty big. But why don't we split up and try to search separately? I'll look over here. You open the old box and rifle through the contents. For the most part, it's full of articles of clothing and musty yellow documents. An old glove catches your eye, the kind worn by a knight of the royal family.
Oh, memory time!
Adele, can't you just overlook my transgression? I'll leave this place, and you'll never have to see me again. Please, just spare my life. We were tasked with his elimination. This man who was once a knight. He groveled on the ground, trembling in fear. For the crime of abusing your station as a knight and dishonoring the king. Her blade stood against the traitor's throat. Veronica! I'm your friend, Veronica. Please, won't you spare my life?
It's not up to me. It is the platoon leader's duty to mete out judgment.
There was no hesitation. No emotion, no thought of mercy. In one swift, fluid motion, it was over. The king's night is done. Let us return. I removed my soiled gloves.
Oh wow, you already killed him.
That's pretty cold. You really didn't even give it a second thought? I fulfill my duties as a knight. That is all this was. A duty. This is it. Adele! Boo! I found the key! Adele? Adele? A memory. These gloves are just like the ones I was wearing then. I was on a mission to eliminate someone? But why? Surely I was just carrying out justice, as was my duty as a knight. So why do I feel so guilty about the idea of telling Jerome what I saw?
Perhaps who you were back in the past was much more heartless.
Did you remember something? More importantly, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Did you find the key? Then let's hurry onward. Are you sure you're all right? Even if I weren't, I would not allow it to affect our mission. Okay. Let's go, Boo.
Boo?
If you're ready, I'll unlock the door. Hopefully we won't have any monsters pop out this time.
Let's go!
Jerome undoes the two locks in quick succession. With a little nudge, the door glides open.
Let's go!
Do you think there might be other items here that'll help jog your memories? Oh, it looks like we're getting close to the tracking signal. Look, there's another room up ahead. Could this lead to an exit? Ooh! Gold coins and jewels. This must be the treasure room. The way back has been sealed off. This can't be good. Is that hatch over there the only way out? But how do we get it open?
Ah! Slice! Slice! And dice! I got a few points I gotta distribute. Glint. Oh, it's a charge skill. Cool. Okay, let me put this on. Wee! Wee! Let me see. Is this... Yeah, we're still wearing stuff. Okay, we're still good.
The boy carefully inspects the hatch and the items piled through the room before noticing an inscription on the crown. Those who would seek the crown must learn to sacrifice the few for the many. Art thou worthy of the throne? Based on what I've read about the royal family and my inspection, that hatch is probably a rolling door, but it's designed to let a single person through and never open again. One person could leave here with all the treasure they could carry, but their companions would end up among the skeletons. Boo can just transform himself into an object and slip out of here with Jerome. The rational decision would be for me to remain behind. Once they are out of harm's way, I can safely unleash my full power and tear down the door. Once they're safely away, I'll find my own way out. I'd better tell Jerome to take Boo and leave. Okay. If the crown is right, if I'm ever going to be king, I have to learn to sacrifice for the greater good.
Boo.
But I'm not going to just go along with the choice someone else had laid out before me. A king does not follow, they lead. If I am to be worthy of the crown, then I've got to be the pioneer and walk my own path. Let's blaze a new trail, one that sacrifices as little as possible. With a big grin, Jerome picks up a handful of jewels and throws them into the frame of the rolling door. There! That should stop the door from closing long enough for us to escape. That should stop the door from closing long enough for all of us to escape together. Let's go! Perhaps I've underestimated him. Could this young man be a worthy heir to the crown? Oof! I can't believe you. That was an absurd plan. What if it hadn't worked? I truly fear hanging around you is draining my intellect. Then I'll just have to become more like you, right? Right, Boo?
Boo?
Based on the information I got from Laddie and Brooke, the Count's study should be to the right, but his servants will be on high alert because of all the noise we made getting in. Oh, I've got it! Boo, how about that trick you showed me? You can do it, right?
Boo!
Ooh. Let's see. What's through here? Okay. And what's over here? Okay, can't go there. Okay. This corridor should take us straight to the Count's study. With the house on alert, we'll need a distraction, Boo. I want you to sneak past the servants and then make some noise on the other side of the house to draw them away.
All right, let's go. Let's be Boo.
All right, Boo. Are you ready? If you see a servant approaching, transform yourself into something inconspicuous. We're counting on you. Okay.
Ah! I messed up.
I was trying to find the right button to use. All right.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
With Boo's aid, we made it into the Count's study. There, we took position behind the curtains and lay in wait.
It would seem
based on what's depicted in the restored painting, it looks like that key is needed to awaken the ancient god. There's not much time left until the arts festival. But perhaps that's our golden opportunity. One of the officers will certainly be in attendance. In any case, keep searching for the key. We must locate it before the end of the festival. I can count on you, can't I? Of course, Mr. Cedric. But do you think this plan is wise? If I interpret the painting's meaning correctly, meddling with the power of the gods, well, it would bring about a great calamity in Restonia. Oh, you know what? I think I've missed this the first few times. But is there an ancient god below Restonia? Like, this is one of the seal spots for one of the ancient gods? Because so far, we've met Shinsu. We've met, I believe his name was Archon? Or Archelon. We've met, Mitra. I believe it's Mitra. We've met... Let's see, who else did we meet so far? I think that's all of them we've met so far, but I don't know for certain. Oh, and we also met Ymir. That's who we met, or otherwise known as Malefic Star. So could there be another one sealed below Restonia? The kind of calamity which would destroy the entire kingdom. I'll only be handing the key over to them. Whether they choose to awaken him is none of my business. I'll do whatever it takes to secure my standing. Besides, what's my alternative? To live as peasants do? I could never survive such a cruel fate. So reassembling the painting was just all to locate a key. Cedric, you monster. You would sell out your own kingdom? What is this ancient god, and why would they seek to awaken it if it would mean the kingdom's destruction? And just who do they intend to turn the key over to? Boo-boo. What's wrong, Boo? Boo. You can't transform now. Back now, Boo. There's no room. Can't you hold it? That will be all, Simon. This troublesome affair has given me a headache. I think I'll turn in for the night. Very good, sir. Then I'll see you in the morning. Intruders. You! Uh-oh!
Intruders! There are intruders in the study!
We've been discovered. The guards will be upon us soon. Uh-oh. I'll give Brooke the emergency signal. The boy turns to the broken window and whistles loudly. Moments later, flares launched from atop a nearby building light up the sky with a bang. Hey, fireworks! Flashbang! It seems Jerome's friend bought us the time we needed to escape. If we go out the window, we should be able to jump to the opposite rooftop. Whoa, what are you? Hold on tight. Boo! You scoop Jerome up in your arms and leap out the broken window. Ho ho ho! Beefy mommy! Hey, Adele? Could you put me down now? You can't go around picking people up with no warning like that. It seems Boo's run off again. Yeah, okay, you can let me down now, Adele. The way forward is perilous. The guards are no doubt looking for us. I will release you, but you must promise to stay behind me at all times.
The intruders have leapt to the manor's ramparts! Go after them! We cannot let them escape!
All right. The way forward is flooded with guards. I don't think there's any choice but to force our way through. It's time to move. Stay behind me and keep close. I will protect you.
Let's go!
Whee! Let's go! We're doing it now. Muscle memory's coming back here a little bit. Because I do have a high level Adele. It's just been a while since I played it. This is like, of everything, this is like the one class that I think will be awesome to see in an anime. That and like a high-level hero. Alrighty, we're getting somewhere. Alright, let's go!
Whew. I think we've lost them. You're incredible, Adele. That was some of the best bodyguarding I've ever seen.
Yeah, now there is a spot where he would say, "Oh my, you're an expert at the blade."
When I'm king of Restonia, I'd like you to continue to serve as my knight. If you're up to it.
I feel dizzy. Did I overdo it? I've got to hold on. I can't lower my guard until we reach the hideout.
Ooh, overdrive.
Adele? Adele!
So cold. I feel so far away from where I was before. Could all of that have been a dream? Everything I experienced in Restonia? Perhaps it's for the best. I never belonged there anyway. So why does it feel so urgent I go back?
Adele! 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 Wake up! Oh, now you're up. You know, it wasn't easy sneaking you past all those guards. Of course, once we were on the water, it was smooth sailing.
We're on a boat? I remember escaping, and then... Oh, that's right. I was lost in the void. But which is reality? This place, and the boy before me? Or the darkness? Am I still trapped within the void? Perhaps all this is an illusion.
What is it you're always thinking about?
What?
Sometimes, it's like you go somewhere else. Like you're 1,000 miles away. Like you've given up on everything and everyone that ties you to this world. And when I call out to you, you just stare right through me like I'm not even here. But I am here. I'm real. I can't imagine how hard it's been for you, waking up centuries away from the life you knew. The parts you can remember. But me and Boo are here for you. You could make a home here in Restonia. Sorry, was that too sentimental? It's just something I've been wanting to say to you. You walk around with this big weight on your shoulders, but you're not in this alone. Everything in this world happens for a reason. In my darkest hour, at the moment I needed you most, you appeared in my life. And maybe you need me too. What I'm trying to say is, I'll be here by your side. I may not be a knight, but when times are tough, I'll be there to protect you. Was that too much? That was definitely too much. The silence is getting awkward. I'd better hurry and change the subject. But wait, Adele is smiling.
Aww, he's got a crush. He's got a crush.
Adele, I hope you'll have more things to smile about in the future.
A few days later, at the hideout.
He protected Dell? Are you kidding? How could I have made such a bold proclamation? I can't believe I was so childish. What if Adele decides to leave?
I nearly failed to protect Jerome. If I had lost consciousness any earlier, it seems that place still has a hold on me. Will recovering my memories finally free me from my prison? Alrighty, Jinx! Thanks for coming. And is right about here where I am actually going to call it because, yeah, I'm getting hungry. I need foods in my belly. I need waters on my throats and all kinds of cool stuff. But, yeah, next week we shall come back for part 2 of the Adele storyline. And being that now I'm basically free to do pretty much anything on this class, I think I'll see if I can just do a level blast where I get through, a lot of the levels, and so that way we have more of the story open to us. And when we come back, we'll do some more of the story, and we'll see if we can find some more memories about who Adele used to be along the way. But for now, yep, that is where we're going to call it. Thank you all for coming. I hope you're all at least mildly entertained by what you saw here, and I hope to see you on the next one. And so, speaking of next prompts, we are actually going to be having a writing stream on Wednesday, starting at 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and I am going to be working on MapleStory the novel A New Dawn. The prologue and chapter 1. If you guys want to check out the story so far over on Inkit and Wattpad, you can use those links right there in the chat to do so. I am going to try to see if I can finish up Guardians, which is the second book in the series, today, and have it up on Inkit and Wattpad for you guys to check out. However, if you are impatient and you want to just read ahead, you can check out more of the story using those links right there. It has not only New Dawn, but I think also the first half of Legends of Osiria, which is the 4th book in this series. If you want to go check it out, there is also an audiobook of Sacred Tears over on my YouTube channel if you want to go check that out. I don't have a link for you guys here. I'll work on that for next time. But yeah. And then on Friday, we're going to be coming back with another round of prompt readings. Now, this is the prompt right here. This last Friday was the first week that this prompt was being used. And it's going to be, we're going to save it until next week, this coming Friday, before we get a new prompt. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for submissions for this prompt here, I am going to be playing Satisfactory, and I have finally found myself a location to begin construction on the aluminum factory. So we shall get that stuff up and running, and I did a little bit more decoration, but I kind of actually need to get some aluminum going because without aluminum, I can't progress the game any further. Plus, there's also some stuff that I want to get to be able to help me build factories further. So, yeah, that's kind of what I have on the agenda. And like I said, next week's... that stream, Friday stream, will start at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then next week's stream, assuming nothing else comes up, for MapleStory Tales, will be starting at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I hope to see you all there on that. Thanks everybody for coming, and I hope to see you on the next one.
There's a feeling deep inside. Let it be your prayer. Show me the power you can hide.
Thanks everyone for coming to the stream, and I hope to see you again next time. If you want to catch whenever I go live, subscribe or follow to become a coin of the vault so you never miss a thing. Wherever you're viewing from, have a look around my YouTube channel for more stuff, including the audiobooks of MapleStory the novel Sacred Tears, Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen, and Arcane. Each story is fully voice acted with sound effects and background music so that you can sit down and watch or listen to while you go about your day. You can also find all kinds of previous storylines from MapleStory that I've already done. So, until next time, my friends.
Never be afraid to fall. Throw yourself into it. Victory's waiting for you. Go fight, show your energy. Don't slow down, no time to waste. Nothing's stopping you now. It's gonna be your day. Hopes and wishes never fade. Fight to make them stronger. Nothing will take them from you. Go fight, show your energy. There's a feeling deep